Good day. A question that often arises in relation to compensation, or just in general, any type of human resources question related to salaries and benefits, is should we lead or should we lag? Should our salaries be at the forefront of the market or they should be behind the market? It's an interesting question. Employees, of course, want salaries to lead. Employers want salaries to lag. And then you may often hear people say, well, it should be a balance. It should be in the middle. I don't think it necessarily should be in the middle, and so hopefully my rationale would be somewhat strong. So here goes. Should we lead? I think that first we need to have the right information. We need to be able to do a survey, both internally and externally, to see what the market is paying. That is critical, because if you're not paying close to the market, you're not going to attract the best employees. Talent is often paramount. As I've often said, talent will get you in the top 100, hard work will get you in the top 10, guts will get you to the top. You have to start with talent. So you have to be in the ballpark. That just gives you a perspective. It tells you what the market's looking at. Doesn't mean you have to pay the market, but at least you have to be cognizant of the market, and that's one of the most important aspects. Now that you have this information, you have to go to the second point, which is what can you afford? It's great if you want to pay at the market or pay above the market, in other words, to lead. But if you don't have the financial resources to do that, it's going to be almost impossible to do. That's why some organizations will pay their employees close to the market or somewhere around the market and offer additional monies and some types of merits or incentives. In other words, if the company pays more, and therefore if the company can afford more, then employees would share in the result. It's an outstanding strategy that most are following because it allows you to tailor the money that you're making, the revenues, to the money you're spending, the expenses. Not a bad way to go. So we have looked at the market, and then we've looked at what we're able to pay. The third aspect comes to our overall philosophy. If we can pay more, should we pay more? Is that going to bring us more talent? If we can't pay more, what should we do? I mentioned we can do incentives or merits. But the issue is, should we lead even if we don't have to? I don't think we should. I think more of the money should be spent in some type of investment, some type of research and development. That is going to pay an organization much more over the future than anything else. When I say pay the organization, that also means the employees who work for the organization. Leading as a pay strategy isn't necessarily the best strategy. Instead, you should look at paying those positions that are most difficult and most important more money. I think we're going to see in the coming years much more of a bifurcation where we're paying some people more and some people less. We're not all going to rise in the organization at the same level. Those positions that are the most important, that are the hardest to fill, are the ones that we should fill. And we should fill those at a higher salary. Those where positions can be filled much easier should be paid less. And so for those reasons, we're going to see a great divide in compensation. And that tells us as employees that we need to be in those positions that are going to garner that higher wage, that higher salary. Work in a classification and a position that pays more. It'll benefit you much more over the long term. So I want to also talk about lagging. Should we lag? We should lag when there's no disadvantage to doing so. It saves you money, and that's money that you can spend on investing, researching and development, and creating better products and better services. So then we have a discussion on leading and lagging. You should lead on those positions that you need to lead on, and lag on those ones where you can. Use the remaining monies to invest in your business, grow a stronger business, because that'll benefit not only the organization, but those who work in the organization much more over the long term than leading in the short term. Everybody enjoy the day.